When most newlyweds think about planning their honeymoon, they usually plan a nice and romantic getaway somewhere tropical, right?
Not with this guy.
In today's episode, we're going to show you a video we made back of our honeymoon in 2022, where we took a motorcycle trip for 2 weeks around the South Peru. We saw a bunch of really cool sights and Peruvian landscapes such as Machu Picchu, Colca Canyon, and endless Andean mountain ranges.
Yeah, now I was a little bit hesitant when he pitched the idea of a 2-week motorcycle trip for our honeymoon. I didn't have an idea of what I did want for our honeymoon, but I didn't think that 2 weeks on a motorcycle was either romantic or luxurious or relaxing, you know? Like you think about spas, massages, champagne, I don't know. That was not really fitting the picture when he said, let's go on a motorcycle through Peru. But what convinced me was he told me, you book the hotels, so you could put as much luxury in there as you want.
Delegation.
Yeah, smart man. But it was good for me. Like I booked some pretty awesome hotels.
It was kind of a win-win because usually when I go on motorcycle trips, I'm like roughing it camping or buying really cheap hotels. But for the honeymoon, you know, I'll let her go all out and we can stay in nice rooms.
Yeah, but also I didn't have that much experience with motorcycles. Like I'm not riding myself, I don't have my license. So all the experience I had was our 4th date back in the Netherlands that he took me on a Harley Davidson ride to the south of the Netherlands and Belgium. That was the only time that I spent multiple days on a motorcycle, so I didn't know really what to expect.
And yeah, to note, this honeymoon was part of a 6-month journey we did after our wedding, before we already had plans to come to Lisbon, Portugal and kind of settle down. So I knew this was kind of like, not like a last hurrah, but it would be a while before we traveled again. And I love doing epic motorcycle trips. So in the end, I got her to agree and say yes. And I'm glad I did because it ended up being one of the most memorable trips we've done together.
Yeah, this trip was really special. It's something so unique. You don't just do 12 days on a motorcycle again and not in Peru like that again. So yeah, it's...
Yeah, it was some of the most beautiful landscapes I've seen. Yeah. And she ended up getting her fancy, luxurious hotel because at the end we stayed in Colca Canyon, which is one of the largest canyons in the world next to the Grand Canyon. Yeah. And so it was amazing. We got to see the condor bird that flies only at certain high-level altitudes. The resort we stayed at, do you remember the name of the resort? Colca Canyon Resort.
Yeah, but I'll put a link in the description because that was a pretty epic hotel.
Yeah. So it was full of adventure and it ended up being everything we wanted it to be.
Would I do 12 days on a motorcycle again? I don't know, but it was really epic. That's
cool because Patagonia is still on my list and that's gonna be like a 3-week, 4-week trip, so I'll save that one for the boys. But yeah, if you like motorcycle videos, give this video a thumbs up, and if you can, subscribe to the video, that would help us out. But enough of us talking and more motorcycle riding. Let's go.
Strap your hands across my engines. Together we could at you, learning how to pack the bike.
Oh yeah.
Do this bungee job.
The amusement park ride the boat start. Kids are up on the beach in the mist. I wanna die with you, Wendy, on the street tonight and an everlasting kiss. Chance like us, baby, we were born to run. Come on, Wendy, chance like us, baby, we were born to
Ha ha ha!